Humans, what have you learned?
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of The Storm. Yes, we are talking about Xbox's new third-party handheld, and it's a little bit of information that came out after the showcase, and yes, it's in the thumbnail. It has Steam integration. That to me is an absolute massive thing, and we'll have a look at the website now just to cover a few little bits, and I'll give you my thoughts while we're at it. So over here on Game Informer we have the headline: you can launch Steam games from Xbox Ally's native dashboard. Now that is a massive thing. That is going to be getting the ponies in the stables really kicking, that they can access Steam games, because obviously that means they're going to be able to launch PlayStation games potentially on this handheld. So somebody at Sony's going to be absolutely crying. I do not envy them at all. Microsoft have literally managed to pull this one out of the hat. But the bit that really interested me was this little paragraph here, and it's: furthermore, you can quickly access third-party storefronts like Steam and Epic Games Store by pressing the Ally's Xbox button, which launches the Windows game bar, and selecting the desired application just beneath your recently played games. Now, I'm not being horrible. That is a massive thing. To me, that just tells me that they are going all in and doubling down on the whole Steam integration. That to me is a literal massive neon sign to state that they are going all in for the next gen Xbox, and it will be completely open platform. None of this locking anyone in. You will be able to play your games on whatever device, as they have said with that really crap marketing campaign, but they have come out and said that everything is an Xbox, so they are opening this up. So you're going to be able to obviously access it anywhere, and that includes their next gen console. So it is probably going to be what everyone has thought, and it is going to be a fully hybrid console. It is going to technically be a mini PC in a sense. Will it be modular? Now that could be interesting if they go down the whole modular front. Now that would be really cool, that you could upgrade with certain like GPUs and things like that. That would be good, but obviously that's just wishful thinking. But this whole play your games wherever you please is a massive thing, and I am well and truly up for it. I would love to be able to access my Steam games on a console and them run. That would be absolutely brilliant. Me personally, I'm not looking for the handheld. It's not something, I've never been a handheld person, but I thought I'd just have a quick talk about what I potentially think this is going to mean for Xbox going forward. But obviously they've not announced the price point, they've given rough ideas, but I'm going to go by obviously the ROG Ally X handheld gaming console that's on Curry's in the UK's website. And obviously this thing is, obviously it's out now, it's their big boy version of their handheld, and that is retailing at 800 quid. Obviously the specs wise, they're not going to be much in it. I know they've done a lot of things a little bit different with the Xbox version, but to me that's kind of giving you the ballpark figure of 800 quid is what you're going to be paying for the high-end version of the Xbox handheld. To me, that is silly money. That's a console, well, almost two consoles to be fair, or a console and a half if you take into account the whole price increase. But to me, if it's something that you desire, people will pay the money for it. They will find the cash. and good on them if they do. I hope this thing is a massive success. But to me, it means that Xbox must be doubling down on this whole Steam integration for the next gen Xbox. Now, if that is true, it's going to change the gaming landscape like never before. It will be insane, and I really am looking forward to seeing what they do with it. And if they implement it properly, it is going to be absolutely epic. It's going to knock the competition on its arse. And I'm not being horrible, I've never really been a massive Sony fan, to be fair. The last console I had was a PS2. I didn't like the way that they went with the consoles after the PS2. I jumped onto Xbox because there's a community there. I've met my best mate on Xbox. We game almost every week if I manage to have time, especially now that I'm running this channel. But if it opens up Steam and it opens up Epic Game Store, oh my good God, if they start putting the likes of GOG on there, and I'll be able to play some of my old school point and click games like Broken Sword and things like that on my 65-inch TV in the comfort of my living room without having to purchase a console version of that game, which will also make it a lot easier for developers in the long run, because they will only have to design one version. That is just, it will bring costs down and all of that lovely stuff, which we'll all benefit from. The consumer will benefit from it because we will have to pay silly money for a locked environment to play games on one plastic box. So I am all up for this, and I'm not being horrible. That information just tells me this is what is going to happen. So I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you think that this information about the whole Steam integration on the handheld is going to carry into the next gen Xbox? If so, drop me a comment. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Are you excited for it? What do you think of the whole situation? Are you going to be happy that you're going to be able to play all of your games in the comfort of your living room or on your PC? Everything integrated, because obviously another bit of information is a lot of Xbox games are dropping onto the PC Game Pass, the PC Xbox store. That I have witnessed myself. I've got a couple of games I purchased on the Xbox that have dropped onto my Xbox app on my laptop. And I tell you now, if that's the way they're going with the whole play anywhere, it's gonna be an absolute treat. So if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. As I said before, if I want to hear your thoughts and your feelings about the whole situation with Steam, the next gen Xbox, the handheld, drop some comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your feelings. And obviously I'm seeing a lot of people coming to the channel and not subscribing, so please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Obviously hit the bell to be notified of future content, and I will see you all on the next one.
Humans, what have you learned?